Poverty is a condition of the mind, not a condition of the pocket. Most of you, by the course of this video, you will discover that you've been blaming the wrong thing all along. I read a study one time, one of the best studies I've ever read. Not usually do I engage in such activities. It said 90% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. It revealed $50,000 that people were earning, they still live paycheck to paycheck. The individuals earning $100,000 still lived paycheck to paycheck. Even people earning as high as $1 million still live paycheck to paycheck. By this study, it is obvious that irregardless of the income bracket you fall in, if you sustain the same mindset, you would always produce that result. Another study I looked at is welfare recipients are 2 to 3 generations behind. If you look at this statement, you would believe it's as a result of material absence or as a result of inheritance. Of course, they should be 2 to 3 generations behind, justifiably so, because of these examples aforementioned. But if you dig deeper, you will discover that it's more than that. Welfare generation recipients sustain a very wrong mindset, especially their relationship with money. They've been taught as a child that money is bad, money is evil, all rich people are evil. As a man, you have to do some cutthroat shit in order to get money. As a lady, you have to sleep your way up the corporate ladder, literally, in order to gain any position of status. And this is a belief that most people still sustain up until this day. Do you believe we are good people? Of course, then we don't have money, right? Yes, we don't. That means the conclusion, anybody you see with money is evil. And it's going to be very difficult if you sustain that mindset in today's society, because it will be very, very hard for someone to help you, because most people, you term them as evil. You can't be a recipient of blessings or help or favor because the giver has already been established in your mind as evil. Once you shut your mind towards something, it's very difficult for you to profit from that activity. If I say to you, do you love snakes? No, I detest snakes. What you've just said is, I shut my mind towards anything concerning snake. Now, if there was some kind of opportunity surrounding that animal, it will be very difficult for you to capitalize on it because you so detest it such that you've shut your mind and every single thing associated with that object. It's something called the reticular activating system, which most of you smart individuals are familiar with. But if you're slow, I'll explain it all over. If I say to you, how many Mercedes did you spot on your way here? I don't know. Similarly, for every Mercedes you spot, I would give you $100. Most of you would finish the day with $2 million in earnings. Now, what's the difference? Did Mercedes cars suddenly appear from the sky? Of course not. They were always there. It's just that your mindset, or your mind in this case, filters out those information and only reveals what you want to see. We see through our mind with our eyes. You don't see through your eyes. Every single thing you are seeing is because you have material associations with those objects. If I place in your hand a key, irregardless of you, whether you look at it or not, you would know the object you hold. Your mind send a signal to your brain that this is a key, and you have a visual image of that object. You now see that most of you have been blaming the wrong things. Most of you have blamed your parents for your current situation. And like the welfare recipients analogy, mindsets are like softwares. Softwares, irregardless of who sustained them, they would always produce the desired outcome. Now, if I pick up my phone and I click on the on button, it would activate the device. Whether it's you, a child, a sinner, a godly person, an angel, anybody who clicked that button, the phone would act in accordance. It's very obvious that irregardless of your status, your position in society, as long as you're a slave to a wrong belief system, you would always produce certain results. Now, this has nothing to do with your background or your identity. Your background, which is something we can talk about if you like, that's mostly how mindsets are formed. Mindsets are formed through past experience. The reason you walk to your door and twist the knob knowing that it would open to you is because you've done it in the past and succeeded. If you twist the doorknob and it doesn't open up, it's most likely that it's locked or it's a different mechanics of approach. That's how your belief system is formed, and you are acting out that belief unconsciously. I do not want to waste time on this video. I promise it was going to be very concise and information dense. But how do you change mindset? How do you change belief system? The first is an awareness and a recognition for change. You've been enjoying the results of your current belief system. It's time to drop it. It's not profitable. It's not benefiting you. Some of you are so poor in thoughts that you have a vision to build a bank and you're saying, me? Nah, it's not possible. Yes, you might vocalize outwardly that I can achieve this, I can do this, but internally, you and I both know you have zero idea on how to start one, zero idea, zero belief in yourself. Cultivate belief system. Build your confidence by doing difficult things. Sustain the right mindset and approach towards life. Disregard these limiting beliefs and negative systems because they have adverse effect to your life. They are the sponsors to your actions because how you think determines how you act. How you act determines the quality of your results. So if you hate the results you're enjoying, don't try to change the result. Change your mindset and you'll be fine. As always, my friends, it's a pleasure speaking to you. I'll see you in the next one.